monster was turned inside out.
The mages don't let us go into college.
What did you do?
They said it's not safe in
It
there.
was a minor miscalculation. I've already corrected it for future experiments.
This is why people...
Yes, what is it?
Come on in.
Carlia?
We got warm food.
Then she's finally found it. Do you have Gallus's journal? A problem? Let me see it.
I'd like a drink.
Oh, this is just like Gallus. A dear friend, but always too clever for his own good. He's written all of the text in the Falmer language. No. However, I know someone who might. The court wizard of Markarth, Calcelmo, may have the materials you need to get this journal translated. A word of warning. Calcelmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be easy.
It's not my place to... Their family's business, remember?
Besides the fact that there are only a handful of people in Tamriel that even recognize the language, I'm fairly certain he was planning some sort of a heist that involved a deep understanding of the Falmer language. Sadly, we never had the opportunity to speak about the details. Ironically, I pointed him in the same direction I pointed you, to Markarth and Calcelmo. I'm only hoping whatever means he used to learn the language will still be available to you. He was a dear friend of mine, and a surprisingly astute pupil of academia. I was devastated when he was killed. I suppose that risk always coexisted with his line of work. I just never thought his luck would run out. For the thrill, of course. He was quite clear that he felt more in his element climbing through a window rather than hunched over a dusty tome. Yes, quite an amusing anecdote, actually. I caught him trying to break into my laboratory. I was about to show him the error of his ways when he made a curiously astute comment about my research notes. I was astounded, and in turn it led to a conversation. Who would have imagined it would lead to such a strong friendship?
I don't want Irate playing those sorts of games.
In the time before man, they were known as the Snow Elves. They lived in the sunlight and had a very prosperous society. Yes, I would say their culture quite possibly rivaled our own. The Nords went to war with the Falmer in the First Era, killed them by the thousands to drive them from their snowy homeland. The Falmer retreated underground and forged an uneasy alliance with the dwarves who ended up betraying them. This betrayal made them what they are now, horrible, blind monstrosities with a burning hatred of any but their own kind. Yes, I suppose you're right. Forgive me. I've lost several close friends to the Falmer, and it tends to distort my view. If you wish to learn more about them, you're welcome to my tome on the subject. Should be on my table. Calcelmo is stubborn as a mule. Be careful when you speak to him.
Oh? What is it? Just you and me against the world now. Not that I'm complaining. What now? Sounds good.
First time in Markarth, traveler. Take my advice. You see anything, don't get involved. The city guard will take care of it. You're our favorite kind of traveler, then. The market area is just inside the gate. Head on in. Keep your nose clean and you won't have any problems with us.
Bit of jewelry for your journey home. Oh, this pendant would look lovely on my sister.
Thought I heard something.
I die for my people.
Everyone stay back. The Markarth City Guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here.
He was after Margaret? Why?
Gods. A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you alright? Did you see what happened? A Forsworn? Strange. Well, I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future, for what it's worth. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. My note? No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket. No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn. I'd better get going.
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack. Kynesgrove this time.
Oh. Yes, Dragonborn?
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. I told you I'm not hiring any more guards. Why do you people always bother me when I'm trying to finish my research? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Then you were well informed. I am at this very moment on the cusp of completing my magnum opus on the subject. I'm calling it Calcelmo's Guide to the Falmer Tongue. It will revolutionize the way we understand those ancient beings. Preposterous! That research represents years of personal toil in some of the most dangerous Dwemer ruins in Skyrim. You must be mad to think I'd allow anyone to see it before it's completed. What kind of a mentor would I be if I denied a potential student a glimpse at his master's ingenuity? Here, this key will provide access to my museum. Feel free to browse for as long as you wish. However, I must insist that my laboratory remains strictly off-limits.
Do you need something? Let's get going.
I've already provided you with the key to my museum. What else could you possibly want?
What's the plan?
Nothing else then?
Thanks to Calcelmo being extremely stubborn, it looks like we'll have to do this the hard way. We're probably going to have to break into his laboratory.
What a waste. There must be a dozen men up there. Yeah. Calcelmo called in his entire expedition team. Said he needed every man he could get to protect his research. Better them than us. We lost 3 good men to the traps. And for what? Just to see another damn spider playing around. Well, at least this post is safe enough. Come on, let's get back to work.
By the blood. This better be important.
Serious? You heard me, Captain. Our work must not be disturbed. Kill any intruders on site. Call for backup if you need it. Let no one through. As you say.
So, what's on your mind? I'm a sorceress, and a damn good one too. Right behind you. What now? Just you and me against the world now. Not that I'm complaining. Do you need something?
Accidents like this don't just happen. Someone is trying to sabotage my uncle's research.
Alright. If there is a thief, he won't leave this tower alive. But shouldn't we inform Master Calcelmo?
I'll deal with my uncle. Just go. Scour this place from top to bottom.
got what we've been looking for. Let's head back to Enthyr in Winterhold. All right with me. Yes? Right behind you. Hey, so... we haven't relaxed at a tavern in a while. Our adventuring has been getting more tiring lately, so some reprieve would be nice. Now, let's get going. The sun here... it's not great for my skin, if you know what I mean.
Welcome. Let me know if you want. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Barkeep, I'd like a drink.
Of course.
Thanks. So, where are we off to now?
Nothing else then?
Back, eh? And how was our friend Calcelmo? I suppose it would be inappropriate of me to ask how you obtained this, so I simply won't. A rubbing, eh? Odd. I expected notes. I understand. Now, let me take a good look at this. Over here, please. This is intriguing, but highly disturbing. It appears that Garrus had suspicions about Mercer Frey's allegiance to the guild for months. Garrus had begun to uncover what he calls an unduly lavish lifestyle replete with spending vast amounts of gold on personal pleasures.
Does the journal say where this wealth came from?
Yes, Garrus seems certain that Mercer had been removing funds from the guild's treasury without anyone's knowledge.
Anything else, Enthyr? Anything about the Nightingales?
Yes, here it is. The last few pages seem to describe the failure of the Nightingales, although it doesn't go into great detail. Garrus also repeatedly mentions his strong belief that Mercer desecrated something known as the Twilight Sepulchre.
Shadows preserve us. So it's true.
I'm not familiar with the Twilight Sepulchre. What is it? What's Mercer Frey done?
I'm sorry, Enther. I can't say. All that matters is we deliver your translation to the Guild immediately. Farewell, Enther. Words can't express.
It's all right, Carlia. You don't have to say a word. Listen, all I want is the truth to be revealed to the Guild. They respected Carlia, and she deserves better. Do whatever you can, and I'd consider it a personal favor. If you ever manage to gain entry to the college, and you find trying to rid yourself of stolen goods becoming a burden, come visit me. I've been known to handle items of questionable interest from time to time, and I'll see what I can do. If you have further need of me, you can find me in the college.
We must hasten to Riften before Mercer can do any more damage to the Guild. You've come this far, so I see no harm in concealing it any longer. The Twilight Sepulchre is the temple to Nocturnal. It's what the Nightingales are sworn to protect with their lives. Everything that represents Nocturnal's influence is contained within the walls of the Sepulchre. Now it seems Mercer's broken his oath with Nocturnal and defiled the very thing he swore to protect. I felt the same way when Garrus first revealed these things to me. I think given time you'll understand what I mean. As a Nightingale, I've been sworn to secrecy regarding the Sepulchre. I know the Guild doesn't do much to foster faith, but I'm going to have to ask that you continue to trust me. I'll make for Riften and scout the situation, see if I can discover what Mercer's up to. When you're ready, meet me at the Ragged Flagon. In the meantime, I wanted you to have this. It belonged to Garrus, but given the circumstances, I think he'd approve. If the Guild isn't willing to listen to reason, you might have to.
Taking me up on my offer, eh? Good.
By the blood. Mercer Frey, that slippery bastard. He managed to fool all of us, for all this time. But now that we have this journal translated, we can bring him to justice. Let's follow Carlia's lead and head back to the Ragged Flagon.
Just you and me against the world now. Not that I'm complaining.